get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All right, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
Snap.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
80 weapons. Hey, high 7. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Hey, zoom. 5.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Rudolph. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
On the ready.
44 to Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now it's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now left side on the swing pass. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Defense, right there.
Minshew throwing on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Ready? Hey, orbit.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Rudolph on first down.
It's going to be a long day.
Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games, is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Got it.
54.
Hey, Charlie.
54. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Ready?
Now Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Go now. 8 lead.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. One twist. One twist. One twist. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
6-6. Pull it high.
Lucky. Lucky. Lucky.
Smooth. Yeah, big river. Big river.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
61. Matchbox light.
Check 24. Check 43.
Yep.
I need one over here. I need one over here. 44 the mic. 44 the mic. Check.
Hit it.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he's got room. There goes Melvin Gordon. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Melvin Gordon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes our score 17-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
We know, but don't let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've got blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Alpha. Check 20.
On 2nd down, Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go again.
Hey, wahoo!
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Minshew sets to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he's got this down to the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now Gordon on 1st down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Rudolph. He finds his man Johnson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Rudolph on 3rd down. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run to Drake. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike 5-4. Yeah. Right there.
Hey, exit.
Right there. 54 Mike. Get your swarm on.
Ready?
Here's Minshew. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Shift. Mike's 54.
Big grip.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Looking long for Westbrook. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
You ready?
Check.
Get that quarterback and all.
44, Mike, 44.
Third and long, it's Rudolph. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Christian travel.
32.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
50, plant.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Fights through, and now a crease. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 94 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Rudolph. And the catch made by Johnson. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
Rudolph on 1st down. Gets it to Gordon. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
6 man.
Protein spare five.
From the red zone now, Rudolph. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Heavy on the edges. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check.
Hey, zoom. Get it.
Again, it's Rudolph. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 33. Boswell's kick is good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Shrugs him off, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Ten Lobo.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. First carry for James Conner. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
That's the West.
General West.
That's the West. That's the West. That's the West.
Look at me. Zipper.
Check, 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 check.
Shoot.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll get a couple couple here down to the 22.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
60 or.
Here we go, team. Here I come.
Snap.
He'll try and run for it with Connor. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Switch gears, switch gears.
They'll look to run with Connor. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Now it's Connor. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fournette. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got you.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready to break.
44, Mike. Check. You remember me?
Hey, Echo.
44, Mike, 44.
After the run, Rudolph now going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Back to throw, Rudolph. Complete, it's Johnson. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On first down, Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
18 Gator.
Here we go, G.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Ready up.
44's the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They will snap it to Rudolph. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On the ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. And the Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set, ready. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
54. Here we go, G. All
Big grip. Big grip.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Leonard Fournette. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Hey, orbit.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey, watch out.
Smooth.
Mike 54. Mike 54. You're trash. You're trash. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's get the ball.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
On the ball.
They'll set up the throw. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Got it.
54, right there, right there. 54, Mike.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now.
A give running right, Drake. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, watch that, watch that.
Check the go.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love